Happy Friday, Christopher. And you told me about marketing before we started. You wanted to write a message to the world that we are now live because we completely screwed up. So while I do the welcoming of the non-existent viewers, I'd suggest you write the message so I can do my finger games.
Yes,
And we
are we streaming? Are we streaming live? Then I
yes,
shall
sir,
post the
we
live.
are.
Wow. Oh wow,
Yes.
that's kind of awesome. Open Clouds Dev Live. Do you want me to put a certain message in this before I share this?
Well, you should do that. You should say, enjoy the Friday evening hour with us.
Enjoy
Because we are truly open idiots.
us because we are truly open, inaudible, whatever.
He said
At-
what he said.
at-
And while he is typing, I can mute him, by the way. While he is typing, I welcome you, world, to the 15th edition of open.clouds.dev. And as always, open.clouds.dev is present. Chris, which one will you take today?
Wait, I did my post. That was more important. Oh God, so much choice. No, I'll stick with the Cloud Report. The Cloud Report, I have a sponsoring deal arranged with them. I haven't talked to the Vanilla Stack people yet.
Yeah, they don't talk to everybody. You need to deserve that properly. But you can ask me. I can make you a contact.
Ooh. I'd love to have an appointment to talk to Vanilla Stack. Maybe
Why
they
would
have
you? Why would you?
goodies and
What? No. What for? I mean, Vanilla Stack is awesome in its own. We
Yes,
don't need any swag. We don't need T-shirts. And if I wouldn't be so boring and prude in myself, I would even sit naked here. But frankly, that would cause a problem.
It's like
That would- that-
great.
No, if I would do that, it would cause a problem because this is my microphone and I need to clip it
I know where you put
on
it
somewhere.
I know where you can clip it off.
What?
Nipples. Nipples. Haha, this show is not
Already censored. It's 3 minutes in and we are already out. But now, since you completely screwed up, I sing first. Open Clouds Dev, sponsored by Vanilla Stack, sponsoring openclouds.dev. Yes, that was my turn, and now it's your turn, dear Christopher Allen Branson.
Today's episode is
Boring.
The Cloud Report, sponsoring openclouds.dev. I mean, there is somebody, one person is watching this. I hope, sorry about that. But enjoy. We have a lot of great topics today.
Do we?
And other stuff.
Yes. I want to discuss one thing. I want to give you my congratulations, dear Christopher.
Wait, I think something else is in order first. It's more important. We need to prioritize. Because we're at the singing point, and I'd like to get all the singing off the list right away. So
No, please don't do that. Please don't. Oh,
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Claudical and everyone there. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy third birthday, Claudical. Yes. What great news, huh? 3 years.
Well, I give you one thing. My girlfriend said something really amazing on yesterday, actually. She said, "Well, you know, we made it." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, 95% of all startups fail within the first 3 years." And I was like, "Did I tell you that we completely turned around the company? We are pretty much starting all over." No, I won't tell her. I simply won't tell her. Parts of this answer could be scary to the audience. So I won't tell her. Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you so much. And I actually wanted to congratulate, when you play fall, I can play fall as well. Give me a second, because I feel like today it is pretty much all over. First of all, I need to celebrate. And then I'm pretty sure I can find something, because I've seen it today quite often. Because SUSE has an awesome marketing team, a really great one. Closely as good as ours. Still looking for it because it wasn't prepared. But I read that you today published your new quarterly sales, and I read something like basically quadrupling everything.
All right.
I found it. There we go. Q3 fiscal year 20. Can I make that big? Absolutely. 100% committed to serving our customers with leading open source software solutions. 14
Yes,
consecutive quarters of year-over-year cloud ACV increase. If I would actually know what ACV would mean. Anyways. 50% jump in ACV bookings for SUSE Linux Enterprise Server for sub-applications /4S SAP year over year. 35% increase in value of $1 million plus deals year to date. 14% increase in revenue year over year. And 81% leap in cloud ACV bookings year over year. Again, if somebody would be able to tell me what ACV means, I would perhaps even be able to understand that. But, dear SUSE, awesome job.
What was that? Was that a chestnut or I don't know?
That was a heart. That was a heart. That is the way my heart looks like, because in the past I was drinking too much alcohol. A little bit crumbled.
Well, definitely thank you for that. And
well deserved. Well deserved.
Not to emphasize it too much, because this is also kind of a private thing, you know, non-branded. But yes, SUSE has again been performing and been vastly growing.
Green. SUSE Green.
And I've been with a company quite some time. And the fascinating thing is, you know, I joined the company when they were 20 years old, and now we're 28 years old, and kind of, you know, we're still growing, and there's still a market that's growing.
Oh, yeah.
And when I joined SUSE back in the day, I was telling people actively, we are not at the height of the Linux boom or the open source boom, but it's only just starting. And
absolutely,
with digital transformation, and especially with, for example, pandemics that happen that then lead people to use even more digital technology, it's great to see that a lot of the market share is going to a Linux company and the open source company. And also, everybody who's followed knows that we also kind of have a rich history at SUSE for merging and demerging and remerging and doing this and that and everything. But I do think, and this is something I can say, is that the course of growth and what's happening at the moment at SUSE is the next step, and it is a great
Absolutely.
step that
Absolutely.
we all are going.
Absolutely.
And all the numbers and all the indications you just went through in top speed are very, very good implication. Not that
Pardon me on eating some
SUSE
vanilla
is
in between.
maximizing its revenue and potential, which it is, but the even better and more positive impulse that should send is that the Linux market is growing, and that the open source market is growing, and that open source is becoming more than a fad and a trend, but the backbone of digital industries and clouds and all this stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely on your side. Absolutely on your side, Christopher. Unfortunately, my connection was a little bit broken for the past 5 minutes. The only thing I heard was "I love SUSE." So pardon me on that, but absolutely on your side. No, but to be honest and to be frank, and pardon me again for eating something in between. It was my breakfast. Open source is the thing. That is a thing that basically thrives the growth, that thrives and should shape the future from my perspective, because there's so much proprietary and so much vendor locked stuff around, and I feel like everything which is open source and which is given out without any vendor lock should be celebrated and praised over and over again, because we are running into, and that's a very, very, I'm really afraid of that. We are heading towards a world where if we don't act now, we would be ruled by some 3, 4, 5 companies that would basically conquer everything, that would basically know everything, that would basically predict everything. And from my perspective, a very, very strong bastion against that is open source, is avoidance of vendor lock, is perhaps going the extra mile in regards to how you run your things. So I, for example, personally...
Whoa. Have you been reading like our marketing pitch materials or what, sir? Wow, that's powerful messaging. Sorry, didn't want to ruin a moment.
You did, but actually that was what I expected. So I already prepared my contradiction. Good. What? Am I allowed to speak a little bit from the context of clouding, just for a second?
Okay.
Oh, we got somebody. Look at that.
Oh, Emil Brock. I know this guy. This guy is awesome.
He is awesome. We love you, Emil.
Famous.
Hi, Emil. Good to see you. We love you.
Mwah.
And frankly, we will watch you in a few minutes. Because I want to control what you did with that guy sitting here next to me.
You know, if I was you or Emil, I'd also, I'd constantly be wondering, who does Chris actually like more? Which format is his favorite?
And Chris, what is the answer?
The answer is I truly love you both in both the formats that we do, because each of these formats has their own perfect...
Emil, do you hear that? Emil, do you hear that? He's not even willing to take a side.
No,
He's
not.
Trying to stand in the middle and is hoping to avoid the unavoidable. But frankly, now he's going to be punished by both of us.
I know, I know where this is gonna go. It's kind of probably gonna be the story of my life again. Next week, I'm not gonna have to show it all, but I'm gonna be watching Open Friday Dev.
Open Clouds Catch-up.
Open Clouds Catch-up. Yeah. No, we've already done that one.
That is no. Open Clouds Catch-up is the new show from Emil and me. And it's an original show because there is no predecessor to that. I can't imagine anything. I can't remember anything. Emil can't. We talk about that for already like 15, 16 weeks now. So we did some pilots.
Everybody, coming to you on Wednesdays from next week onwards is Christopher's new show, Chocolate Sauce.
You actually, Christopher, you have at least one viewer.
I shall be talking about proprietary software
Awesome.
on bare metal installation.
Yes, sir.
In
Please,
physical
running on Windows.
running Windows emulated on Macs.
Oh, you are so amazing. But what I just wanted to say, and we were talking about some quite serious stuff, didn't we? So what I still have, sorry, I need to blend that in again because I love Emil's profile picture.
Yes, right.
You know, I'm seeing him in a small window. I'm seeing that in a small window next to our window.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm watching you guys. Behave.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Well, Emil, we love you. We truly love you. We actually do. At least I. Anyways, what I wanted to say, and we were talking about Christopher admires you, but it's a different story. What I wanted to talk about was something truly important, because I'm truly afraid of and I'm truly afraid of a world where basically just 3, 4, 5 companies would rule anything. The point to me is we need to avoid that, and we need to ensure that that is not gonna happen, and we need to make sure that basically we go the extra mile. That was what I wanted to say. So, and it was where I asked you whether I would be allowed to say something out of the internals of my company, which yesterday celebrated its 3rd birthday. I don't know if we already talked about that. I'm not sure. Frankly, what I can tell you what would make me happy if somebody would sing a birthday song. But nobody did. Nobody. Ever.
Yeah. Emil's right. No illusions on that part. So happy birthday, and that's all you're gonna get now for the next 3 years.
No, but what we yesterday announced internally. Secret. We throw away Teams, which we currently use. Yes, Emil, the show we will do will be in Dutch. I'm speaking my German, which is close to Dutch, and you are speaking your Dutch, which is close to Dutch as well. Anyways, so we have like 5 minutes delay, I guess. But what I wanted to say is we decided that quite a while back. We ditched Microsoft Teams yesterday. We basically had some knowledge sharing where we told the people how to use Nextcloud, because our replacement for SharePoint, Teams and the likes will be Nextcloud, and will be Rocket Chat and will be Big Blue Button, because you can awesomely integrate that. We are actually running that for quite a while already. So that is going to happen over the next 6 to 8 weeks latest. And I'm really looking forward to that. Because I love it. It's so hard when Emil basically comments live. No.
Invite all your friends. We love comments and we love talking about them live.
Oh yeah, we love it. We love it. Really, we truly love it.
So basically, long story
but
short, now that Carsten actually delivers a completely open stack, he decided to dump proprietary software, which is kind of cool. But
I even dumped my own. I even dumped my own Gmail mail server, my private Gmail accounts now, because there is open source for that. You can set up and utilize things like I read mail or mail in a box, something along those lines. Doesn't actually cost a lot. You need to have some virtual machine on that for that. I ordered one with OVH Cloud.
You know, like partner. Email is so pre-pandemic.
No. It's basically the thing that will remain. Everything else is just short-lived. Email will stay. Anyways, I set that up. You need a virtual machine for that. It costs you like $10 a month. But that is for your personal freedom, right? That is for your freedom of choice.
Can I do metaphor time again? Bring a kind of great metaphor. And this time it won't be IT or it won't be a metaphor about cars. But so what we've read again and again in the papers over the last years is a really, really bad proprietary and bad capitalist praxis of, for example, a large-scale food company going into different countries and regions and buying rights to take water from local reservoirs or underwater water.
Oh, we didn't want to say any names, right? Nestle.
Exactly. And they then take something that's from nature that belongs to anyone, that should be open, and they package it and make it proprietary and sell it back to the people. And because they have more power and more money and more reach in politics, apparently, they can do very, very evil things, which is take the foundation of life, which at that point, for example, is water, and put people under pressure and make poor people even poorer. But what we're seeing, for example, with products like Vanilla Stack is that we have something very, very open and you can use it, and open source, it's great, it's free, just use it. And if you're standing for example in front of the fountain and you want to take some of the glorious vanilla water, there is a guy there who will say, hey, you don't have a bottle, I'll sell one to you. Put it right in there, enjoy, I'll help you transport your water. And that's a freedom of choice, and I think that's exactly what we need to talk about or think about again. It's not bad that companies make products, and
absolutely not. No, that's not the point.
On a limb and say it's even not bad that companies have patents and closed technology. Okay, so be it. But as a customer and to enhance my freedom, it will always need to stay the freedom of choice if I choose a product or a service or if I don't. And the moment that somebody is trying to flip that around, and especially the moment that somebody is trying to sell something essential to me, which is actually a natural given right, something that I'm born with this right, that is when capitalism turns evil, and that's when corporations turn evil. And yeah, just wanted to give you a chance to eat your vanilla pudding.
Tasty.
Well, that's just it. I just needed to mention that in the context.
I'm totally on your side. Totally on your side. Again, for those from Germany or being able to speak German, get yourself a copy of Quality Land. Mm-hmm. And read that book or hear the audio book from Audible, because it's an Amazon-owned company and they are great. Get yourself a copy of Quality Land, and I tell you, I give you a promise. You will laugh your ass off, and you will feel so bad about that at the same time. Because Mark Uwe Kling, the author, basically describes a world which is owned by just a handful of companies, and they they even know what you want to have before you know it. And in the book, there's described that they had to create small, minor bugs within the system, because if they wouldn't have done it, it would have been too perfect. So they, from time to time, deliver you something you don't want. They know that you don't want it.
So
they just do that, so you accept it more. And that is so...
For the millennials and all the generations after the millennials watching, there's also a movie, and the movie is called Idiocracy, and it's where the stupidest guy on earth is president, and the earth is run by one or two corporations, and something like water is completely forgotten. And it's a very, very, very funny movie, and living in 2020, it might even turn from very, very funny to very sarcastic really fast, because it's the world we're living in. But hey, you know, I was always saying, if the company I work for would finally start making underwear and socks and stuff like that, you know, I wouldn't need to go shopping anymore. I think that's perfect.
Well, let me put it that way. Let me put it that way. First of all, again, I love, and it's an honest question, I'm not sure if Quality Land is available in English. Let me check that for you.
Have you not prepared this, Carsten? Have we not been through this preparation?
Yes.
You know, we're Germans. We're known for our efficiency and
yeah, not for that thing. Not for that thing. English.
How do you say that in English? Spontaneity?
It is. There is an English.
Ooh.
Let me show that to you. Quality Land, visit tomorrow, today, at least the Kindle edition. No, it's basically everything is there, like the original book and so on and so forth. You should definitely read it or hear it. It's just $3.99 as a Kindle edition.
$3.99. Hey, are we just advertising one of these big bad companies? Please do not go buy this book at the big bad company, but visit a local bookstore.
Yes, this is my local bookstore.
You know, Carsten, do you remember the first book you read, which was still engraved into stone?
I'm not that old.
Carsten is actually featured in the Bible.
I am the Bible.
No, it's okay. People buy your books wherever you want.
I just wanted to showcase that the book is existing. It's called Quality Land. It's by Marc-Uwe Kling, and it's really, really, really great. It will make you, just rolling on the floor, laughing, and at the same time hitting your head against the wall.
But you know, now you know, we've done a lot of advertising in this week's episode. Do we have? Yes, Emil, there is an English translation of that book. Ooh, I took a viewer question. That feels awesome. I feel important now.
You know that I showcased that question like 5 minutes ago, and that was the reason why I was looking for the. We are such an awesome team. I'm going to kill myself.
No habla inglés.
Why is it still visible? Remove it. Bye, Emil.
Bye. So
until he has the next comment, because we are very customer centric.
Yes, customer centric. Love that.
But nonetheless, we completely lost track. Damn it. We talked about Happy Birthday Claudical. I already did the Vanilla Stack commercial. I forgot to mention the most important person. Besides you. Next to you. Christopher, would you mind telling a bad joke for a second? Because I need to close the window. The light is that harsh at the moment. I'll be back and you can see my fat ass.
So a bunch of atoms go into a bar, and the neutron orders a drink and says, "Yo, how much is the drink?" And the barkeeper says, "For you, no charge."
Want to try again? With a different one, perhaps?
No, it's actually I'm out of jokes for today. I want to get serious.
Yeah, please do that, because I actually opened Emil Brock's posting announcing Friday catch-up number 19.
Yes.
Shall we watch it?
Another high quality production. Movie audio muted. That's, kind of weird.
You again don't hear it, right?
No, because it said movie audio muted.
Why? Where? Huh?
I don't know.
I see Emil, but...
Maybe it's only myself that can't hear it. Maybe our audience can hear it.
No, I actually can't hear it as well. But it looks great when he greets you.
This is a little like teleshopping, I just do formats to advertise for my other formats. That's kind of cool. That's how Instagrammers earn their money. I'm an influencer now.
Movie audio muted. Perhaps
so you
better.
broke video, internet, LinkedIn.
I broke everything. I managed. Actually, Friday catch-up broke everything.
Yeah, we break the internet.
We deleted LinkedIn.
That's kind of dumb because I posted.
Well, we tried.
I posted the link to our live stream there. Don't delete it.
We tried.
So yes, I had today is again.
How was your Friday catch-up?
Yes, we have the double feature today, per coincidence again, and yes, we had a great. Oh, see, Emil had sound, and I had a very great.
Our viewer had sound. Yeah, Safari is currently telling me it cannot open a LinkedIn page. Really, no joke.
Yeah, that's Apple for
but
you.
it's now. You know what? Now we really watch it. But I still can't hear anything. It's gone again. Do you hear something? You hear it? Hi, Emil. You know what, Chris? This feels like middle of the 90s.
This is, yeah, that hurts my soul. My millennial soul is crying. Oh well, long story short, we had a great Friday catch-up. We had great topics today. As usual, great people. One thing I find very, very, very funny is that I today earned myself the title as a complaint manager for Friday catch-up. So if there's anything you want to complain about and tell us that we're huge dicks, please do so. Well, is that now the rest of the show that we...
Friday, catch-up time!
We let that run
Hello
for 15
world
minutes and
and
then we're
hello
out.
Emil. How's it going? Happy Friday.
Thank you very much. How is it
Oh.
going? Excellent. You and I, we had an interview with
You know, that's
Young.
the embarrassing
CEO
part.
of
I didn't
Azure,
manage
and we're not
to
allowed to
change
tell-
t-shirts.
I just wanted to say, and you have the same headphones and you are sitting in exactly the same spot. Well, let me put it that way. You even have the same look on your face.
So today, as very, very, very special, brought to you from a different angle, Open Clouds.dev.
Emil looks a little bit exhausted. Yes, but Emil, I totally understand you. I'm here with the same guy. So, where is the interesting part?
All of it, actually. Really, today was a great show.
It's 14 and a half minutes.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I said we will be watching it, but we are going to watch it, but shall I just continue with it and you give some sort of commentary in between?
No, if anybody would like to view the Friday Catch-Up, please go to YouTube, Google for Friday, or YouTube for Friday Catch-Up, or Emil Bro, and visit his channel and watch our great video.
Sometimes I'm lucky enough to speak to different.
You know, this is basically what you're showcasing here, Carsten, is beautifully showing the world of open source and how it works. Copy and paste, boom.
No, actually you said if I want to watch it, I should do so. So I'm doing it.
Webcast, same topic, same guy.
I'm just doing it now. So please don't disturb me because I'm watching Friday Catch-Up.
Yeah, you might learn something.
Yeah, from the guy with the hat. Really, guys, you should watch it. It's an awesome show. It's an awesome host. It's an awesome guest. And they don't ask me to join. So
Whoa.
they never ever asked me for being a guest. Never ever. And if you don't shut up, I'm going to mute you. Because at this moment, I'm playing the blame game.
Well, you know, Carsten,
He's muted.
I'm gonna say, but it doesn't work with you. I was just gonna say I only take C-level guests into my show, but yeah.
You mean real C-level guests?
Yeah, basically.
So if I would call myself the real CEO of Cloudical, would that help? See, Emil, look at this. That man understands me. He is the one who knows. He is the one who understands me. What about you, Christopher Allen Branston?
Yes, thank you, Emil, for one, participating, and it is a lot of fun to have you with us on the show. And the second thing is, Carsten, would you like to come visit our show? But it is my great pleasure to announce today we have a waiting list of guests. So, you know, I can put your name on the list, dude. No, it's all good. We'll find the perfect.
I never ever want to see you. I never ever want to part your ways at night. I never ever want to do that, because if we see each other at night, one of us is leaving the scene crying.
Oh, wait.
And I'm afraid it's me.
Wait, it's my telephone. Oh, yeah. Hello. Oh, Larry Page. Yeah. I've heard of you. You annoyed because
Bill Gates.
Google Mail server.
Again.
Talk to him if you want. You can be on Friday Catch-Up.
Yeah. Just the next portion of virus. What? What? Did I miss out on something?
No, it was all good. Just a private conversation. So, yes, things to look forward to.
Oh damn! This show is so disgusting. Because I am. Was a long week. Was no weekend in between, and we have Emil watching our show.
Sounds like.
Actually, that sounds like a perfect show.
You are a very lucky and privileged person.
I am. I knew that before, I sensed it before, but now it is a fact. But, dear Christopher Allen Branston,
Yes, sir.
press speaker of SUSE,
Why?
you always are.
Okay. Yes,
You
please
wanted
feel
to
free
say
ask
something.
any question.
You wanted you wanted to say or speak about something important before I, jumped on the Friday catch-up hype train.
Uh, well, didn't I kind of? I
Damn it!
know. You know, now we're even boring the pants of Emil, and he wants somebody else to join. Now you need it. No, who's the other viewer? Oh man.
Dear viewers, if you are watching, please raise your hand, give us a comment, and everybody who's watching will get $10 from me.
So no, I actually did, Carsten. I did really. I sent my Friday emotional message with the little water story. That was actually it. Otherwise, yeah, you know,
But you know,
there's companies, you know, like Cloudico, who are really new to this whole open source way of life and thing, you know. And coming back to SUSE, we've been doing this for like 28 years. It's kind of the normal.
yes, from time to time you need to have new influences.
Oh, yes, new influencers.
You need to have fresh blood.
It's funny that you say we need new influenza, because influenza is the Latin word for like COVID and crap, for the flu. Influenza, flu. That's why it's called the flu. You never stop learning, huh? With me, you never stop learning. So, what was our next topic, Carsten?
Yeah. What? Christopher, what?
Didn't we? We did have one prepared topic. I have it somewhere in the back of my head that we did talk about.
We had
we
Vanilla Stack, we had Happy Birthday Cloudical, we had Friday Catch Up. Those were the 3 topics.
Oh, okay. Then, then is there anything you would like to talk about?
Yes, but not publicly. Again, I would, if I'm honest, no, I want to mention Frederica. We should do that because we haven't done it.
Okay.
Frederica, and I need to showcase my phones as every week. Already showed the iPhone. I feel like today I'm missing a little bit of spirit and elan.
It's just really, it might be that your brain is a little fried. It's been a long week, huh? Because we did on Wednesday have the very phenomenal release and demo of Vanilla Stack. So that's a pretty big milestone.
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday, the 15th. I'm so sorry. So that's kind of been a milestone.
On Wednesday, the very awesome SUSE Partner Summit took place.
Yes, also.
And you were doing some sort of a webcast or webinar in the evening, didn't you?
Oh yes, we had. I've been the host for the last couple of months for a global webinar with the main topic uncertain times, and basically showcasing what we at SUSE or how we at SUSE and our solutions can help in uncertain times. And I hosted the last part of that series, which was about AI and ML.
What can you tell us about it?
I'll go off topic from brands and companies here. What I can tell you is, and actually that was pretty fascinating because it was my colleagues who I could have asked any day, but through the webcast. for me, the take on AI and ML is it's a very, very big buzzword, but
It
one
is.
of the
It is.
one of the things is that technology has been used for more than a couple of days. It's been a couple of decades, and actually each and every company has data lying around. And the big question is, how do you strategize around the data, and which tools or which methodology, which strategy can you use to extract from this data decisions, customer scenarios, features, functionality, whatever it might be. And that basically, it's not so much a new topic, but we've had data all along. The question is just how we use it to create our future. Yes, please.
Thank you, sir.
Mr.
I read an
Damashke.
interesting. I read an interesting posting on LinkedIn this week. I'm not going to look for it now, but it was targeting the same direction, but it opened up with a very interesting question, or reminded me of a very interesting aspect. It basically said, not word by word, but it said something like, if you feel like you want to, or if you jump on the AI and ML bandwagon with your big data approaches, you should ask yourself first, what do you actually want to do with your data? And that is to my understanding, that is a very, very, very interesting question, which is quite often forgotten about. What do you want to do with your data? Because we are so often so hyped. There are so many things that are basically brought to our attention that we need to do immediately. If we don't do that, we will completely screw and we will completely lose everything. And then we just do that. We jump on a hype wagon. We ride the hype train. But what do we actually want to achieve with that?
And I have a very good thing that we probably will all generally want to achieve. And industry has been doing this for a while, or been getting the right tools to do this. If you look at production lines in big industry companies, a lot of the machines have been there for a while, but new demands of new technological setup and stuff like SAP HANA or whatever you might be using.
Which runs perfectly on SLES.
Well, they need to gather the data that these machines are giving, because that's actually very vital and important data that you have automatically, as mentioned, that is already there.
But then again, Chris, then again, the question. First of all, do you need it really? Secondly, what do you want to do with that?
And that's the point, because I'd say like 8 to 9 out of 10 projects that are always teased by media and the companies with big data here, AI there, ML there. Actually, the one project
Blockchain.
every company the one project that every company does under the flag of AI, ML, and big data is throw away 95% of the data that's created within their companies, because it's useless, because nobody needs it, because it's uses little sensor data, it's data that's used locally on the machine to trigger some other action and then is forgotten again. We pump that through RAM in a PC, for example.
It's actually supposed to be forgotten.
Yes, and the biggest part, funnily enough, about big data is erasing most of it. So you have small data. And then with small data, using all these nice little algorithms and tools and intelligent ways of thinking and building logic to actually produce a worth out of the data that I have in my company. And that's just something I find very, very funny, that the first step to big data is erasing half of it.
Well, again, I would contradict you there, and I'd say the first step to big data is ask yourself what you want to do. Because, frankly, I've seen that quite often, and I've found myself in situations where I did not ask myself, what do I actually want to achieve? It's quite often something that happens because somebody said so, or somebody told you you should do that, but not because it would actually make sense, it would actually give you benefit. That's part of the selling strategy many organizations have. They just want to give you the newest, best, and most shiny thing, but you would perhaps not need it. I just, for example, took a decision to get away from Outlook towards Thunderbird.
And that was big data.
No. Although, if I look at my emails, it's big data. It's the most challenging big data environment ever. No, but the point is, and that basically fits perfect into what we talk about in regards to open source, in regards to avoiding vendor lock, in regards to providing free water to everybody. You should ask yourself, what do you need that for, and what do you actually need? Because you are buried with functionality, you are buried with some shininess.
But that's the funny thing, because if I'm at least concerning the data and what do I want from it, if that's the question I'm asking, save a shit ton of money and just use Excel. Use Excel, write some crappy macro or query.
Well, Chris,
that's it.
Yeah, but I would actually second that. Perhaps not Excel, but most of the time, I'd say 95%. No, it should be good to use Excel.
Vanilla Calc.
SUSE Calc.
Cloudy Calc.
Oh, damn it. I need to wear my red hat now. Anyways, what I, frankly, speaking of those hyped technologies, let me be very open on that. The same is actually true for half of the cloud business. What do you actually need it for? You basically head over there because it's zeitgeist. You head over there, you provision your VMs there, and then what? Are they actually running faster than the VMs in your data center? Are they actually cheaper than the VMs in your data center? If you would look onto it on the long term, not all the time, but quite often you would end up saying, no, they aren't. It's perhaps not cheaper. It's just shiny. It's just zeitgeist. It's just new. And that is something, I mean, that's actually, and now I'm getting really philosophical. That is, you wanted me to be honest today. No. Don't put me under pressure. The point is, that is to some extent the way our society works, isn't it? It always has to be the newest, the shiniest, the most advanced. And you would ultimately end up with something that you actually don't need. So what I realized, and if we speak about things I, for example, learned from Corona, I realized myself that it's not always the most shiny thing that you need. I purposely gave away my shiny, very, very expensive car for an older used one car, which is actually like 3% worse, but fulfills all my needs. I'm giving away Outlook, which has so much functionality, for Thunderbird. I'm giving away the comfort of what we did in the past for something that we actually want to do as a company. I mean, it's not comparable, but basically, I feel like the mindset behind it is quite comparable. Ask yourself, what do you actually need and what do you need it for? And then ask yourself if you need to somehow to some extent impress some funds managers or some business angels, or ask yourself if it would actually make more sense to impress yourself, to express yourself, to be yourself. We talk about that in private quite often, Chris.
Yeah, true.
I usually have a saying that is like, nobody will thank you for doing something that you actually don't want to do over the long term. They will not go to your grave and sing songs about you. They will simply say, okay, yeah, he's a loser, he's gone, to that extent. I just can say, and obviously you gave me a nice little keyword there, but I just can say, look what you actually need that for. Do you really need big data? Do you really need AI? Do you really need, and that is the example I always have in mind, do you really need blockchain? Or would you even need cloud? Or is it just
So
that you are just riding some hype train?
Let me translate this again for our normal viewers who are not
Pardon me again.
tech people. And maybe this is
pardon me.
something, this is something very fundamental I learned from my ex-girlfriend, which is...
I'm not your ex-girlfriend.
It's not the size of the tool that matters, it's how you use it.
Well, yeah, but then again, don't
Big
forget
data,
that she's
AI,
don't forget that whenever she said that, she started to giggling after that, and she basically laughed her ass off again, or at least that's what my girlfriend does.
No, but actually, really considering, and this is a topic I've been thinking about this because we've been doing all this open source thing and blah da da da, and
Why do we do that?
Because it's cool. It's
No,
cool.
no, really. Why do we do that?
Because we believe in it. Or at
Why
least
do we believe in it? Why don't we just believe in closed source and proprietary software? What is it that forces us, that is pushing us towards doing open source?
So this one time in primary school, we had lunch break, and in this lunch break, the school's big bully came up to me and no, why do we do open source? That's, for me, I can just clearly answer because I believe in it, and I
But why?
trust it to
Chris,
the
Chris,
future.
why?
And, what?
You always start like laughing when I'm starting my explanation, sitting here like, I am afraid of a world where 3, 4, 5 companies rule everything. Look at you! But frankly, if you ask me for my why in that regard, for why did we decide to go the same route as SUSE did 25, 26, 27 years before us? Not in regards to writing the same software, we don't do that, but doing it open sourcely, doing it in a trustworthy way.
I like that word, open sourcely. Let's do our stuff open sourcely.
Shut up. You speak English, I'm not. I'm a German. I'm a bloody German.
No, I think that is true. Open sourcely. I'm going to use that now.
I hate you. And why do I rant so much against vendor lock? It is because, and I can give you my why. It's not because I feel like open source is something great in itself, per se. It is something great in itself. But
yeah, just continue. I'm doing my thing. You do your thing.
but I'm driven by that because I am afraid of things that you cannot see, that are not laid out transparently to you, that are just running in the background. And I'm afraid of a world where software is more and more getting into the center of everything what we do. Your Gerald Pfeiffer said that once on a public conference, and I loved that quote. If software is the center of everything we do, if software is everywhere, it better be open. It better be transparent. It better be there for everybody. Because if it's not, then we are actually ruled by just 4, 5, 6 companies, by the owners of that software. So, and that is why I want to see open source grow. That's why I'm throwing my proprietary software out of the window. That is why I look at you while you are running around in your flat.
Yes, because I've prepared something really special today. I've prepared something really awesome because we haven't had this. We haven't really had this on Friday Catch Up, and this is an open clouds dev first because I've invited a guest. I've invited a guest, and this guest is one of my treasured friends called Gergő. And hey, we'll do something real great. I'll take over the fun part, and you can tell Carsten what open source means to you.
Gergő, we've been in the call once. I remember that.
Hi, Carsten.
Hi.
We've been in. Yeah, great.
to
And
see
I
you.
see Chris opening a beer in the background. And you guys doing pretty late Friday catch up, open cloud.
No, we are not Friday Catch Up, but we actually watched Friday Catch Up until Chris decided that he wants to do a real show. But he has an interesting point because we were just talking about why do we care and why do we do open source. And when you rang, he was basically saying, I want my friend to answer that because I am not able to do so. So please answer the question, why are you doing open source?
Open source is pretty much it's a feeling, it's an emotion because there's a community all around it.
I told you this is a good guest.
And it's something people like to work with because they have the feeling that they belong to something bigger, to something that makes the world better. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you talk about Google sponsored projects or Linux. It's all pretty cool things. And wherever you meet someone and tell them, yeah, I'm doing Linux, for instance, I work at SUSE. It happened so many times in Nuremberg that I just walk around. I have a SUSE t-shirt. I have my sunglasses here from SUSE.
Oh, you look cool with that. I mean, look at Chris. Is he able to hear me? Is he able to hear me at the moment?
He doesn't hear you, no.
Awesome. Then I can rant around. Yes. Always wanted to do that.
But you know that you walk around and people tell you, oh, you work at SUSE, it's great, what do you do there? And it's just, it's the feeling of belonging somewhere. That's pretty much open source. And if you look at it from a more technical perspective, it's just a pretty clever idea of bringing the smartest people together, working on the same goal, improving technical solutions, and making it available for everyone, which is kind of like a higher purpose in the whole situation, because either you know how things work and you can take it yourself, or you can hire someone and you can just outsource the responsibility that comes with it. So there's a couple of
you should be part of our show more often. You should be part of our show more often because you bring things to the point. And as Chris just wrote, I likes this one better than Chris. Absolutely, I would definitely second that. Tell him he should get back to the computer now, because you are the guest and you are supposed to drink some beer.
That's actually my purpose of being at Chris' place. So yeah, I'm just handing over. Carsten, was nice talking to you. I still owe you an answer, so I'll talk to you next Monday then.
Looking forward to that. Enjoy your weekend. See
Thanks,
you.
you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Gary. Right, Gary. Hands up for Gary. Woo! But you know, this is a weird thing to say in 2020. But hello, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for viewing. My social life has just caught up with me.
And we stop here because you now enjoy your time with what is it, what is the name properly spoken out? Gergő?
Gergő, which is a Hungarian name.
I know. I just wanted
It
to
means as much as salami paprika pepper.
I know.
But I thought that was really great, right? That was
that was a great idea of the show.
What Gary said, he inspires me a lot. You know, we're neighbors, we work in the same company, we are colleagues, we even shared an office when it was still allowed. And truly, thank you for that. And it is a thing. As you can see, today, you know, we weren't only two people talking about open source and its goodness. We didn't only even feature the other show talking about open source and its goodness, but we're a whole community. We're real people doing this. You know, it's always this blah blah and tech and money and capitalists and the good against the bad. But we're a community, and I love being a community, and I love the people in my community.
And I want to avoid that we become slaves.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Amen. See you.